Hey guys, what is going on? And welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 10, and here's what's coming up in today's episode. But as January is now here, it is time for some scouting updates. We see our scout has returned and picked up a player that could be world class as well. We'll find out who he is in just a moment's time. We're taking on Arsenal away at the Emirates Stadium right now in third place. They're lining up in a 4-2-3-1, really great team. These are the 5 choices I'm going to give you guys today, my transfer committee, for what player we should go after on a free transfer in January. We're going to start off with Chris Smalling. And of course, as some of you are already aware, it is indeed my birthday today. Thank you for the messages so far I've had on Twitter and YouTube. Really appreciate that. I don't feel the need to tell you how old I am. It's my birthday, that's all you need to know. I'm going to keep my age to myself. It's irrelevant, really, finding out how old or young I am, for that matter, as well. So I don't need to tell you how old I am. But it is my birthday today. And in today's episode, it's going to be a great episode too to mark my birthday as well, because we've got 2 games today. Big ones against Huddersfield Town and Arsenal away at the Emirates as well. Plus, we're going to get our Scout Future Star in today's episode, another Youth Scouting Report Academy update, and the transfer window is going to open. And you guys can choose our first sign in the window on a pre-contract as well. There's loads to get through, so let's get into the Huddersfield game. Come on, Fulham. So jumping into the first game of today's episode, as we welcome David Wagner's Huddersfield Town to Craven Cottage. We've only won 1 of our last 6 games. This will be our final game of 2018. We want to enter January on the back of a victory, but our team is much changed from our draw in midweek. We're lining up in a 4-3-3, lots of alterations due to fitness reasons. And for the Huddersfield team, they are lining up in a 5-3-2, including Andreas Pereira, who I saw as a transfer suggestion for January. Unfortunately, can't sign him as he's left Man United permanently. Anyway, first game, Huddersfield Town. Let's return to winning ways here and close out the year with 3 points. So early corner for Fulham. Tom Kearney is going to take it, whips it into Mitrovic, the dream combination, and it's worked once again. Tom Kearney to Alexander Mitrovic, and it's 1-0 to Fulham inside the first 10 minutes. Alexander gets his 8th for the year, and Kearney has set up 7 of them. Whips the corner into the centre, great header by the Serbian, into the bottom corner, and Fulham have that early lead. Imagine what would happen if Mitrovic went down and was injured for the rest of the season. We wouldn't score any goals between now and May. Eric Durm shut down by Schürrle, and now a chance to break here. Mitrovic on the ball, feeds it through to the German. It's Germany versus Germany as Eric Durm plays catch-up. Schürrle takes it round him, spaced across. Oh, and Vieto denied his first goal for the club with a really good save. Fantastic start by Fulham, though. Still the lead is 1 as Matt O'Reilly gets onto the ball. First chance, second half could fall here, but couldn't get away from my man. And the Terrors get it clear. The game's sort of been lost in the middle of the park, this one. You know, neither team's actually played that well out there. We're just lucky we took that early chance for Alexander, and thus we still lead. There will be chances for a second goal, but I don't think there will be that many, as Brian runs onto this and goes for goal and drills it wide. Johansson on the turn, back towards Zambo, and again we know he can strike him. Steps inside and goes for goal, but puts it wide the post. I say we know he can strike him. He's only scored 1 goal all season long in that game against the Terriers in the EFL Cup, but 15 minutes to go, still 1-0. It's been a really uneventful game, this one, but as things stand, looks like we're getting 3 points. Well, that is going to do it. A very uneventful game to close out the calendar year. We don't mind one bit. Another clean sheet notched up. Sergio Rico's 13th of the season already, and the 3 points in the bag. Great way to close out the year, that. Good win. Incredibly little going on in this game, but the stats tell the story. Once again, our defense fantastic. Huddersfield had more of the ball, but our back four was so organised they couldn't break us down. And I'll share man of the match between 2 of our best players this season. Tom Kearney leading the way in terms of assists, and Alexander Mitrovic leading the way in terms of goals. Without these 2 this season, we'll be in the bottom half of the table and possibly in the relegation zone. It'd be so important for us. And so that is going to do it for 2018. We'll finish the calendar year, currently sitting in 5th place, I believe, based on those results right there. Yep, there we are, 5th place, although there is 1 game left for some teams to play, so we should probably advance before I guarantee that we're going to be in 5th place come the start of 2019. And thankfully I didn't jinx it, we are indeed still in 5th place, and with 18 games to go to start off January, what a season it's been so far for Fulham. Yes, 14 goals is the concern for us, no doubt about that, but only 10 goals conceded in 20, that's miraculous, and 33 points on the board, just 1 point off the top 4 place. It's been a brilliant first season in the Premier League for Fulham, absolutely no question. The surprise package right now though, Everton leading the league, 7 points clear of 2nd place Leicester City. What a season they're having under Marco Silva, but multiple teams are struggling. That is quite surprising. Liverpool 7th place, Manchester United 8th place, Manchester City 10th place, Chelsea 11th, Spurs 12th. It's been a crazy season, and some of the big teams this year are really struggling. In fact, most of them are. But as January is now here, it is time for some scouting updates. We see our scout has returned and picked up a player that could be world class as well. We'll find out who he is in just a moment's time. And of course the transfer market is open too. And with the market being open, we do have a bid here for Cabano, as Final want to take him for $2.75 million. And we discussed this guy this season already. I've said he's playing for a contract. And I think in the first season, he's just not done enough for us in the first few months. He's been okay. He scored his first goal against West Brom of the season, but other than that, hasn't provided too much for us. So I'm okay letting Cabano go. If he wants to go to the Netherlands, I'm fine with that deal. And as we take a look at our scouting reports, starting with the Netherlands, these are the players that are on the final shortlist to get put in our academy, and one player will do. So our first Dutch talent in the academy, that's going to be Sem Jacobs, 17 years old, looks pretty decent. From England, sadly, no one's going to make the cut this time. Ollie Price and Connor Cook still considering, but I won't give them academy deals just yet. And for Cameroon, we still got Adama in the academy, but sadly no one else is joining him so far. 2 players left in the scout report though, and we'll see how they look next month. But this is the moment we've been waiting for. This is it, the scout future star. Let's find out who he is. Thijs Vermeulen, I'll see him right there, is Jacob. 17 years old, just gave him an academy deal there. Already 61 rated, 71 wow. Already 61 rated. Looks like a really decent cam. Might give him a pro deal today, actually. No, I think we'll wait and leave Adama in the academy too. But Thijs Vermeulen, this is the kid, a Dutch left midfielder, left-footed, 56 rated, only 15 years old, so can't promote him yet, but 84 to 94 potential. And based on the peak stats this guy could have, very excited indeed. He could be a monster from long range there. 81 long shots, 87 shot power as well, and 86 volleys. I'm thinking this guy could be full of flair. He looks pretty decent, 15 years old, can't promote him yet, but we'll keep these 3 in the academy, and all 3 look really talented. So moving into the second and final game of today's episode, and after this one we'll take a look at our transfer shortlist and some prospective players you guys can sign in this January window on a free transfer. We're taking on Arsenal, we're at the Emirates Stadium right now in 3rd place. They're lining up in a 4-2-3-1, really great team, with Sister on the left, Iwobi on the right, Ozil the cam, Welbeck the striker, Aaron Ramsey on the bench. Interesting. For reasons we'll talk about in a moment. But as for our Fulham team, we've got Brentford in the FA Cup on the weekend, the London Derby, and we'll be fielding a weakened side for that game on Saturday. So for this game, despite the team not being fully fit, we're back to our strongest first 11 and hopefully going to get back-to-back wins. Come on the boys. Thought I'd tease you and give you one name that's going to be on that shortlist, but here we go, Arsenal away, and again, one of the only teams this season that are, one of the big boys you expect to do well, that have started off well, with Chelsea and Manchester City and Spurs and Liverpool and Manchester United all struggling this year. Arsenal the only team that have been consistently really good. And again, the surprising factor about that, apart from the obvious, is that Arsenal are the only team this season out of those lot that we've actually beaten. The other teams we mentioned, we've only drawn against at best. And as the first chance falls here, Seri crosses. Great delivery. Sessegnon just couldn't make connection. Great cross by Seri there, but Ryan just couldn't get a touch on it. If he gets his head to that ball, that is surely 1-0. Brian's delivery, and Neres does make it 1-0. David Neres gets his 3rd of the year and puts Fulham into the lead at the Emirates Stadium. Come on! David says to Ryan, that's how you head the ball, son. Gets a clean connection with it and nods it past Petr Cech. The former Chelsea man did get a touch on the ball. Should he have saved it? I mean, it's close to his body, but then it was close proximity between Neres and Cech as well, so not entirely sure, but maybe a younger, prime Petr Cech would have stopped it, but not now. 1-0 to Fulham, 26 minutes in, and we have the lead at the Emirates. Prime Petr Cech, by the way, for those of you that are too young to remember Petr Cech at his peak, that was a monster. That was a different kind of beast, man. I'll never forget his record-breaking season with Chelsea. But here's Sessegnon on the ball with Socrates to beat, and that's a brilliant tackle by the Greek defender, and Arsenal clear. But what a start to the game. 34 minutes in, leading by 1, and we are going at the Gunners right now. That does make me feel quite old, and I think some of you guys probably didn't see Petr Cech at his peak, but that's the only reason I feel old today. No other reason. Well, that is going to do it for the first half, and what a textbook display from Fulham. We took the chance we got, we defended magnificently once again, and as things stand, with 45 minutes away from beating Arsenal back-to-back this season. I did not expect that to have any chance of happening this season. Back-to-back victories, home and away, against the Gunners. That would be incredible. Neres! Oh, wonderful skill, but Petr Cech denies him. Great save. Corner for Arsenal, 18 minutes to go. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang on for Danny Welbeck. Can the Gunners find that equalising goal? Corner to the centre. Socrates heads it up in the air. And thankfully, we just about managed to scramble the ball away. We defended so well in this game, but I'm sensing, just like against Chelsea, a late goal might be on the cards, and Mesut Ozil was so close to providing it. Fantastic volley off the crossbar, and we escape. Ozil shooting, blocked, put behind for another corner once again. Another inch-perfect display by Fulham, defensively speaking. Can we hang on to the 3 points here? Ozil's corner, headed in on goal, headed up in the air. I think it was going behind for a goal kick, should have left it really. And as Xhaka fires it over, once again we escape. And that'll do it. It's all over. Another win for Fulham, back-to-back. What a great way to start 2019 off. Our first scalp on the road this season. We beat the Gunners back-to-back. And another clean sheet. Arsenal in this game had their chances, but there is your answer as to why they didn't get a goal. 7 shots, but none of which tested Sergio Rico. We hold on for the 1-0 scoreline, and I'll give man the match to one of the guys being quietly consistently good all season long. Joe Bryan, you haven't heard his name much, but he's done what he's needed to do, including this game. Got the assist, helps get a clean sheet, and a big 3 points. Oh yeah, this is how I want to celebrate my birthday. Fulham in the top 4 to end today's episode off then. 21 games played, 36 points on the board, 17 games remaining. Lots of the season left to go, but Fulham in the Champions League places. What a great birthday present for me. But before we end today's episode, I'm going to be asking you guys, my transfer committee, to make a signing for this January window on a pre-contract. As we see here, a transfer comes in for Cyrus Christie. Real Sociedad want to take 3.65 million. He's our backup right back this year. Hasn't played that much though. Should I let him go? Hasn't played that much this season. 3.65 million, only 73 rated. Not sure about that one. We could recall Sessegnon from loan. I'm not sure, I'll stall that for now and think about it. But there is a transfer approach here for Johansson, our Norwegian midfielder. Frankfurt are going to try and sign him on a free transfer, and that's fine with me. If he wants to go, he can go. He's not getting a new deal. But I'm going to ask you guys today, my transfer committee, for a new signing in this January window. Now, right now, we've got 103 grand in the wage budget and 300 grand on the transfer budget for a sign-on bonus. So if we are to make a new signing on a pre-contract, we'll most likely have to sell a player, either Cyrus Christie or Cabano, who is, of course, in talks right now with Final. But these are the 5 choices I'm going to give you guys today, my transfer committee, for what player we should go after on a free transfer in January. We're going to start off with Chris Smalling. The Manchester United defender is out of contract in the summer. Now, he's 29 years old, so he's no spring chicken, but of course played for Fulham before joining up at Old Trafford. He's 81 rated, and he'll be a brilliant addition to what is already a great back four. So Smalling, the first guy you guys can vote for. And of course, I teased him in the Arsenal game. Aaron Ramsey, the second choice you guys can vote for. And I think that'd be a great signing as well. In real life, he's laid out his intentions already. They'll be leaving Arsenal on a free transfer come the end of the season, and he could leave Arsenal but stay in London. Join us here at Craven Cottage and add to our already fantastic midfield. So Ramsey, the second choice, and I'm going to give you guys loads of choice out of this poll as well. 5 different positions, and the third guys you could sign is Ika Munian from Athletic Bilbao, 26 years old but 81 rated, a left-sided player on pretty cheap wages as well, £19 million valuation and 4-star skill moves too. You know I love that. Fourth one, Alex Ramiro. He will be the cheapest out of all 5 to sign on a pre-contract. His wages will be dirt cheap. And of course, next season, Sergio Rico will try and bring him back, but Fabricio will try and shift on. So we can have a good Spanish pair in there. Rico and Ramiro, 2 young Spanish goalkeepers. He'd be a great understudy, I should say, for Sergio Rico. And the 5th one, I thought this would be a brilliant signing to try and bring in Super Mario Balotelli from Nice. Of course, had 2 stints in England before with Manchester City and Liverpool. He's got a fantastic goal to game ratio out in France right now, and considering our striker woes this season with only Mitrovic firing on a consistent basis, I thought Balotelli would be a perfect fit. Bring him back to the Premier League, his first stint in London. Could he lead this Fulham team and be the reliable goal scorer outside of Mitrovic we're so desperately craving? So 5 fantastic choices there in 5 different positions. The choice is yours. Once again, there's going to be a poll in the top right for you guys, my transfer committee. Make sure you vote on this one, and you guys can decide what one of these 5 players we go after on a free transfer and try and pick up on a pre-contract for next season in this January transfer window. So that will end today's episode of Career Mode, guys. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed today's episode, then please do drop a like, as likes are of course very much appreciated, and you really help the channel out as well. Much love to you all. Don't forget to vote in the poll and choose one of these 5 targets to sign in this January window, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon. Bye.